Assalamu alaikum, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, fellows. Today we are going to discuss the macroergonomic process, that is a topic of bioergonomics. Let's begin with a few basic concepts. Remember that, while studying macroergonomics, you see the bigger picture. You're not referring to any one individual, but you should keep the whole system in mind, including the environment and interaction of that particular individual. By system, I mean the organization involving factors affecting it which can be external or internal. And that's why it requires more time. Let's move on to a case study. Pause the video and read carefully. The case study involves an organization that is the Army Medical Department Center and a group of ergonomists to help them lower the chances of musculoskeletal injuries among the soldiers attending their IE training. We will now study this case on a broader level to come up with a long-lasting solution.
Let's go.
Moving on to our Step 1, Initial Evaluation. This step deals with factors affecting the organization. It includes identifying internal as well as external factors. Remember, external factors concern things of the past, whereas internal concerns the present things. Annotate or take notes of previous habits, but keep your major focus on the internal factors. Step 2, Participatory Ergonomics. From the title, we can guess that it involves participation. But participation of what? Of course, the other individuals or the environment involved. Everyone in the organization participates to identify and reduce the problem faced. As the saying goes, teamwork makes the dream work. Together the workers and managers devise ways to rule out the issue. In an organization of individuals with different perspectives, we also face conflicts. As per our case study, some supervisors thought that MSI were not a problem. Due to number of meetings held, all the workers and managers participated in active discussion as a team. Speaking of team, we have our Step 3 team approach, where all the individuals, no matter the conflict, work together to eradicate the problem. This team includes the following. Take some time to read them out. The evaluation is done by ergonomists and not by other members of the team. Documentation is done of specific MSI injuries. If a research has been done previously, data is taken as well as the previously suggested solution. There exists a gap between old and new practices, which ultimately change with time. Moving on to our last and final step, a research-based and community process. This step proves to be quite expensive, as you'll have to collect all the data, including tracking clinical visits, type and severity of the injury, as well as how it got treated. Different surveys are held to identify individuals at high risk of getting the issue. As per case study, we identify soldiers at greatest risk of injury. This all leads to the identification of the root cause of that problem, which in our case, was the running portion of the program. After finding the root cause, we will simply put up policies and spread awareness and try to minimize the running portion in the training. This results in decrease of the problem. Happy learning! Thank you.